Camping was fun, by the way. It was really cold, though. Was it very rural? Well, yesterday was the first time I showered since Friday morning at like 5:45 a.m. They did have they had toilets, but there was no. It wasn't even like a porta potty. It was just a seat that emptied out into a large pit, and then admittedly there was a faucet that spat out cold water, so you could use cold water to you could drink it, which is good because human beings need it to live. But it was pretty real camping. I mean, like we were sleeping in the tent. Anytime I go camping, I feel like a connection with my ancestors. You too, or am I crazy? No, nah. I mean, my ancestors, they basically slept in a tent, not like 300 years ago, but like 2,000 plus years ago, or they made like a lean-to or something like that. Also, like you don't realize you take sleeping in a house for granted, if only because of the safety. Because like when you're in a tent, there were signs everywhere that were like, do not use scented deodorant or a bear will fucking kill you and everyone will hate you because then we have to kill the bear. Is that what you want? You want us to kill a bear for eating you? I thought you loved animals. Then you got the audacity to use a Dove for Men deodorant, attracting a bear, getting killed, and then the bear gets killed. So, I mean, I was occasionally, the first night, I just slept super well. I slept from like 9:20 till 5:45 a.m. Now, you wake up a couple times in the night because I think your brain is like, what the hell? Oh, right, I'm camping. And then you go back to sleep. The second night, though, I woke up like every 45 minutes, and sometimes, I swear to God, sometimes you just hear like a little rustling outside of the tent, and you'd be like, I'm just gonna relax. Then sometimes, you could tell it was a bird. It would get like close to because it has like furtive movements, right? It would get close to the tent, and you'd hear like, fa 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 fa. But sometimes I don't think that it was a cougar, but sometimes I heard like a purring sound, and I was like, I'll tell you two things. The first thing I thought of was I don't want to have to square up with a cougar, but the second thing was I was glad that I had potentially an opportunity to prove that I was not going to get killed by a cougar, because I read all the literature. The literature about bear safety was like an ounce of prevention is worth 100 pounds of cure. If you see a bear, basically, I hope you wrote your will. Here's some shit you can do that will make you feel like you have a chance, but you don't have a chance. That's basically what it said. The literature on cougars was basically like, you'd rather not see a cougar, but you know what? If the cougar wants to get down, you got a chance. It basically said like square up, grab a stick, and just go to town. And I was like, all right, I could give it a try at least. One coyote I'm not even concerned about. I don't think a coyote would try to eat me. I think a coyote might try to steal my kid, but because I'm a good dad, it's not going to get it. I keep my kid in my sight. No coyote's going to get me. Cougar, that might be close to a 50-50. Bear, we don't need to get into this again. We already did the tier list. What is this conversation? No disrespect, you guys are so mentally weak. People are like, if I saw a squirrel, I would just let it kill me. You got some shit inside of you. You got some fire inside of you, okay? Your genes have made it like this far. From the primordial soup until now. If I see a cougar, I'm not like, trying to jot down my last will and testament. Like I'm going to give myself a chance. New York Giants versus New England Patriots 2007. We're going for it, man. Who wins in a fight? Cougar or human male 77.2 kilograms? Strong legs and heart and lungs. It is possible for a human to win a fight against a cougar, such as the case of Travis Kaufman, who choked a juvenile cougar to death when attacked while jogging. That would be me, for sure. An average human has a small chance against a cougar, let alone an elite strongman or an experienced fighter. Dude, can you imagine an elite strongman against a cougar? What is he going to do? Pick it up and carry it for 300 feet and then put it down and turn around and then carry it back? Hello, honey. Hi.
I wanted to say goodbye, Daddy.
Goodbye, honey. Have a good day today.
So dark.
How you doing? Good. I've got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle
Hey, it's your favorite song.
as I roll quite merrily along. And they say, hey, aren't you glad you're single? And that song ain't so very far from wrong. Oh, Emmylou, oh, Emmylou. Though we've done our share of walking, this is why we are not talking. She is dancing. I've got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle as I roll quite merrily along. She's just doing like a slow spin behind me right now.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, she's laying down on my rug.
We gotta go.
Though we've done our share of dreaming, this is why I never fell. I've got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle as I go quite merrily along. Why doesn't my Better Twitch TV emote work anymore?
It must disconnected.
Doesn't work anymore.
Got disconnected.
There's no words on it. Refresh. Hang on. Refresh fixed. Oh yeah, it's fixed now. No problem.
Alright, let's go. Come on. We just wanted to say goodbye to Daddy, right?
Okay.
Let's go.
Have a good time today. I'll see you at pickup. See you at pickup. I'm gonna miss you too, honey. We had such a fun time this weekend, right?
Okay, stand up. Stand up.
Make sure to tell everyone at daycare what you did this weekend. What was the best part of camping? Making s'mores. So true.
Campfire?
We didn't even have a campfire. She's got a false memory. I will say, you guys got to stop lighting the forest on fire. I've literally never been camping and had a campfire because it's like by the time it's warm enough to camp, there's so many fires that campfires are banned across the entire province. Thanks a lot, everybody. Really appreciate it. How'd you make the s'more? We had a camping stove. I mean, you still gotta eat. I'm not gonna eat like, just hot rods for 3 days. I'll die. That stuff comes down and pollutes our airspace. Me rolling coal in Alabama in the wintertime. Hell yeah, brother. They'll take it from my cold dead hands. Me inhaling smoke from a fire that didn't start in exactly my geographic position. What the hell, guys? Chill out with all the fires. Could you put the tent back in the bag? Listen, we're going to start with adults today. Just let me get through this one thing. I was not allowed to put the tent back in the bag. I did manage, so we had like it wasn't an air mattress, but it was like a little blow up air pad that we put under the sleeping bags. That I was able to get back into, like there's 3 of them. I was able to get them all back into their bags with some serious effort. There needs to be, my wife, by the way, free solos it. She's amazing at this, but I feel like there should be like a brand of outdoor equipment where they just make the nylon bag like 20% bigger. Because people always say insane shit that's like, oh, but when you're camping, you need everything to be the smallest possible size. No, I don't, because I'm not climbing up Mount Kilimanjaro, with everything that I could possibly need being disconnected from civilization for like a week. I just need, give me just a bag that comfortably fits the thing that came out of the bag. It doesn't have to have every single molecule of air pushed out of it and then wrapped up like so fucking tight that it's like Seth Rogen rolled it. It's not fair, man. Yeah, I know. I don't know why everyone's pretending to be so serious. But I'm getting called out for like glamping. Like, I say this with no exaggeration. You'll hear the same thing on Kate's stream. First night, we slept in the tent, right? There were other tent sleepers. Second night, all the tent sleepers went home. They said it's too motherfucking cold. The only people that were left in the campground was us in the tent and then like 30 RVs. Last time we went camping, like 5 years ago, it was a little glamping just because there was a shower. So you could put a toonie into a coin slot and you could take like a 4-minute shower. This shit was camping, man. We were in the, we did bring a camping stove. We were in the woods. Also, not that I didn't have a great time, because I did have a great time. If this is camping, give me some more glamping, man. Best part of camping is like being outside, cooking amazing food that for some reason just tastes better because you're in the outdoors, going on a hike, seeing some animals in nature that you wouldn't otherwise see in the city. You don't need it's not like a you know what measuring contest. I would love to like be in the woods for 3 days, but at night you just come back and you sleep. It doesn't have to be a hotel, but even just like, in a cabin or something like that. Go sleep in a cabin, wake up, and then, go for like a hike or something. Did your tent come with Wi-Fi? No, I didn't have Wi-Fi. That's why I tweeted an image of my drafts folder. I had no signal. Moreover, we were so far south on Vancouver Island, I had to keep my phone in flight mode because it thought I was roaming in America. How much weed did you smoke? I smoked 0 weed. I was there with my 2-year-old. I did drink 5 beers on Friday and 5 beers on Saturday, though. How did it make me feel? It made me feel like we should have bought a 2-4 instead of a 12-pack. A what? I said it made me wish I bought a 2-4 instead of a 12-pack. What kind of beer with it? What kind of beer with it? What kind of beer was it? Okay, Victoria, relax. I'll say some positive things about Victoria. You got a great brewing scene, okay? It was Hoyne. Hoyne is a great, relatively large brewery on Vancouver Island. Congrats. You got Hoyne, you got Phillips. I don't know where Driftwood is somewhere on Vancouver Island. You got some great stuff there, okay? We were in, also, I got a real problem with Vancouver Island, okay? We were in a place called China Beach. Here's one that'll mess you up. It's China Beach in Juan de Fuca Provincial Park. It's right next to another beach. You know what the beach is called? Chin Beach. For someone who doesn't live in Vancouver Island, very confusing when you go to your GPS and you're like China Beach and it's like, do you mean Chin Beach? And I'm like, I don't think so. But it's like two almost identical text strings that are almost identically positioned on the map. I don't know. Just send it, man. Vancouver Island's got a lot to answer for, honestly. One thing I do like about it, we stopped at a town called Sook. That's all I got to say. That's a great place. My friends backpacked right there. Sorry, it's not backpacking. They were glam packing. Sorry to say. Tell your friends they're not real backpackers. Were you in real Sook or East Sook? Listen, motherfucker, the town's got 10,000 people. You don't get to have an East when you got 10,000 people. Vancouver gets an East, okay? LA gets an East. You got a Tim Hortons, an A&W, and an ICBC. There is no East. There's just Sook, okay? He was in East Sook. Motherfucker, you don't even know, man. You don't even know. Okay, /marker, the adults. Can I tell you, this weekend when we were camping, on the way to the campsite, stopped at a Tim Hortons in Sook, British Columbia on Vancouver Island. I've said some negative things about Tim Hortons before, and they immediately knew that I was not one of them. Because here's my impression of everybody else at the Tim Hortons. Hey, can I get the crispy chicken Caesar rice bowl with a mango lassi? I was like, what the hell? Is Tim Hortons? Did I miss like a Tim Hortons reimagination? Hey, can I get a crispy chicken protein bowl? Oh, to drink? No, coffee? No. I won't have coffee. Can I get like a steeped, cold brewed green tea? Like, it's great. We walked up to, I wasn't going to debase myself getting lunch at the Tim Hortons when there was an A&W next door, okay? I will say, I'm going to say one positive thing about Tim Hortons, and it's been a long time since I've said this. My daughter loves donuts. We said we're camping. You know what would be nice to have? Timbits. Sue me. Said one double chocolate glazed donut and a 20-pack of assorted Timbits, please. Lady looks me dead in the face and says that'll be $6.09. And I've never tapped my card faster in my entire life because I was like, she made a huge mistake. this should be at least $11. And then I took the Timbits back to the table and I was like, we gotta go. And I looked at the menu. 20 Timbits is $4.99. 20 Timbits is $4.99, dude. That's crazy. I get that it's just like dough and sugar, but like you can't buy dough and sugar at that weight for that price now. You can't do it. It's insanity. Remember when it was like $2? No, I stopped eating there when I was like 11. It's been like 20 years since I've been there. Anyway, they call them the dolls, but they're anything but. At least, here's what I'm going to say, because I've been going off on Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons sucks, but at least it's cheap. Subway sucks, and it's expensive as hell. At least Tim Hortons has elevated itself above one restaurant, in my opinion. And it's a little insane to me, because I used to go to bat for Subway. But then the kickin' chicken sandwich and the new signature subs and the tip option on the debit machine, and then it's $18, is 1,260 calories. Get a clue. Bro, your sandwiches suck. Know your place. Anyway,